Even though we're stuck inside, we're gonna make some art. Pandemic PA. Meow. Hello again, RPC Panthers. Welcome again to another edition of Pandemic PA. So good to see you guys. Just like last week, I am going to link this week to a mindfulness video made by the same people who made the one from last week, just kind of explaining what is mindfulness and why is it important. So I hope you check that out. Go check that out. Come on back, and we're going to continue our discussion on stories. So today we're going to continue our discussion on stories. If you'll notice, once again, I'm in my little tiny stool, not my chair, because the Pudge has taken my seat yet again. But that's the life of the Pudge. I just live to serve her. But anyways, we're going to go talk about our stories. Last week, I had you guys create some log lines. Some of you submitted them. They were all really great. I was really impressed by the creativity that you guys had in your stories. So this week, I am going to send you to another video, a really, really good video about storytelling and essential pieces that stories need to contain. Now, the guy in this video is talking from a screenwriting perspective. So he's going to talk about your movie, but you can replace the word movie with just story, okay? Because this works and applies to any story. I really like this video. I think the guy is very, very informative. I also think that he's funny and it's like entertaining to watch. It's not long. It's only about 6 minutes. After that, I'm going to have you guys look at another assignment that I'm going to post in a Google Doc for you to fill out if you would like some feedback. So go ahead, pause the video now, go check out that YouTube video, and then come on back for your assignment. So in the video, Darius talked a lot about the different pieces that every story needs to make a compelling and interesting story. And we've heard a lot about a lot of them. Like conflict, obviously. And I think he does a really good job of breaking down why conflict is so important and what does it help us get out of a story. But what I want us to focus on this week is when he talks about character change or transition. And that's what really, really makes a solid story. We did talk about this briefly when we did stories way, way back at the beginning of our remote learning. We talked about how does the character change, right? And that is going to be super crucial. And I think that that's a piece of a story that a lot of people miss when they come up with their own story. They got great character, they got a great conflict, but the character doesn't go through some sort of change. And if the character doesn't go through some sort of change, what is the point of the story? What's the point of the conflict? Okay, so that's what your assignment is today, this week. In your Google Classroom, you will find a Google Doc with just two simple prompts. What is your character like at the beginning of the story? And what is your character like at the end of a story? Okay. Just like I always say in performing arts, full sentences are not needed, but full thoughts are needed, right? So I'm looking for 5 to 10 words that describe your character. Again, it doesn't have to be full sentences, but make sure that there's nice and meaty and juicy ideas with those 5 to 10 words. Okay, go ahead if you would like to. Again, always optional. But if you would like to do this and then submit it to me, I will give you some feedback. Guys, I'm going to tell you one more time. This is optional. You don't have to do it. So please, if you're not going to do it, don't just submit a blank assignment. There's no point in that. I'm not giving you a grade. Okay, I had a bunch of people just submit me a blank assignment. And I'm like, that just wastes my time because I can't give you feedback on something that's not there. So I'm giving you permission now to not submit if you don't want to do it. Okay? But if you do want to do it and you do want to come up with a good story and you want my feedback, please do. So please go ahead and submit. But please do not just submit a blank assignment. Just waste both of our time. Okay? So again, go in there and tell me, what's your character like at the beginning of the story? What's your character like at the end of the story?
Hey Panthers, so good to see you guys. First off, I just have to say I'm so excited to finally be on Pandemic PA. It is my mom's favorite show. She said that she cried watching the first episode during the sing along. So, one of the things that I've been doing to keep busy during the COVID times is yoga at home. Transformed our living room into a yoga studio, and one of the moves that I'm pretty good at in yoga is the headstand. So I know Miss Hempelman said that she can do a headstand for like 6 minutes because she has a flat head or something, but I think that my Thor is pretty good. You guys can tell me what you think. Thank you to Mr. Levesque. Love Pandemic PA. Love you guys. Be easy.
And that about sums it up for this week's edition of Pandemic PA. Super simple, super short video. I just had you go check out some other videos. Please, 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 if there is anything that you would like to see me talk about, discuss, or that you'd just like to learn about in general over the next 2 weeks. We got 2 more weeks after this one. Please let me know. Otherwise, we're going to continue pushing on with our stories, and I'd love to see what they're about. Second quick update as far as bedtime story goes. I haven't done the calculation out, but I'm not sure if we're going to finish the bedtime story book before the end of the school year. But do not fear, if we do not finish by the end of the school year, I will actually continue to post throughout the summer. I hope that you'll still have access to Google Classroom. Please send me an email, blevesque@roxburyprep.org, if you find out that you don't have access to Google Classroom at the end of the school year, and I'll figure out another way to get them to you. But if we do not finish the book by the end of the year, I will continue to post them throughout the summer, because what's the point of listening to or reading a story if you're not going to finish it, right? And I'm just as excited to find out what happens, just like you guys. Each day I'm reading it for the first time, and I think the author does a phenomenal job writing a really compelling, interesting story with really compelling, interesting characters. And I want to know what happens, and I hope you guys do too. So rest assured, we will continue that even into the summer if we have to. But that's about it. Thanks, guys, again for joining me. And I hope you stay healthy, you stay safe, and you have a great rest of your week. Love you guys. Bye.